The family of a 72-year-old man shot and killed in his own garage by Fort Worth police has filed a federal wrongful death lawsuit. Jerry Waller was killed after two rookie officers went to the wrong house during a burglary alarm call. The lawsuit names several officers, including Officer Richard Hepner, who did the shooting, and former Fort Worth Police Chief Jeffrey Halstead. Fox 4's Phil Alvarado live in our Fort Worth newsroom with more on what's in that lawsuit. Phil.
Steve, the lawsuit contradicts a lot of the findings in the police investigation. The biggest question is over whether Jerry Waller was armed when he was shot.
He turns like that just enough that that shot hits right there, takes this finger almost off.
The lawsuit claims it's impossible a gun was pointed at police when an officer fired and killed 72-year-old Jerry Waller. He was shot 7 times.
It was just a whole nightmare. And my husband did not deserve this.
The family's attorney produced an animated reconstruction. Attorney Art Brender says officers Richard Hepner and Benjamin Hanlon made a tragic error by going to the wrong house while responding to a burglar alarm call that was across the street.
My husband would not point a gun at a policeman.
Kathy Waller heard noises and woke her husband. Armed with a .38 caliber revolver, Waller went to the garage to investigate. His family says he was unaware that police were in his backyard.
Obviously thought someone was invading, coming in on us, and he was protecting me.
Waller opened the garage door and was confronted by police. According to police records, Officer Hepner told investigators Waller refused repeated commands before eventually putting his gun down. Brender says Waller was compliant the whole time and put his hands up to shield his face from police flashlights. Using the same gun Waller held that night, Brender says a wound to Waller's left hand shows he was in a defensive position when he was shot.
One of them says he had it in his left hand. It's impossible. The other one said he had it in both hands. Just as impossible.
But according to the internal review, Officer Hepner said Waller was not holding the gun but reaching for it when the officer opened fire. Kathy Waller says she went to the garage and found her husband on the ground. She thought he'd fallen. She was taken to a police car and later to a hospital over concerns about her health. She learned from an EMT her husband was dead before she got a visit from a police lieutenant.
She told me they were going to be very transparent and that it was a police officer that shot my husband.
Now, a grand jury decided not to bring criminal charges against Officer Hepner. Officer Hanlon was later fired over allegations that he falsified a police report. Now, Fort Worth Police and Jeff Halstead say they cannot comment on this lawsuit. Steve?
Phil, could be a tough case. The only other witness, as you say, Fort Worth Police admit he's a liar and they fired him for that. So what's the next step for the family in the lawsuit?
Well, Attorney Art Brender says that he hopes to go into a deep discovery process, and by that he means that he wants to get access to police records that he says he hasn't been able to get until now. The family is seeking damages, so anything outside of a settlement, the family does want a jury to hear this lawsuit.
Okay. Phil Alvarado in our Fort Worth newsroom. Thank you.